All right, oh no, finally we're here. Apologies for the slight delay. The weather has been quite uncooperative and we have experienced quite some technical glitches, but finally we are here. Welcome to Facebook Meatless at the Facebook Live with Test Drive. All right, this afternoon session will feature a lecture on plant-based nutrition from nutritionist Blisinda Varona, and afterwards, a cooking demo from vegan chef Lilibeth Chef B. Camposano of the Sexy Kitchen by B. Dr. Varona will explain to us how plant-based foods contain all the necessary nutrients vital for the human body, while Chef B will demonstrate later how fun and easy it is to prepare 100% plant-based meals by using just one variant of the meat replacement product, corn. So, thank you so much for having us over and giving us the opportunity for this special occasion to share with the public useful information about plant-based foods and their preparation. Now we are also going live stream to make the information and recipe available to the public. First of all, let me kick this off by virtually planting this seed in your brain. Here's food for thought. You don't need animal products whatsoever to cook healthy and delicious meat-based meals. See, some of you might think I've gone crazy here, but how can this be possible? How are you gonna replace meat in a meat-based dish? And how are you going to make it healthy when, quote-unquote, there's no protein in that dish? Well, that's the magic we're gonna unravel for you in the next few minutes. And you have to pay attention to this because the devil's in the details. So first things first, however, we will have to do away with a centuries-old belief that animal meat is absolutely necessary in food preparation and that plant-based dishes are all but virtually relegated as mere side dishes. It's about time to replace that kind of Stone Age thinking and fast forward your food mentalities to now, the 21st century. Food technology has advanced so much to the point that we are now able to process raw, non-animal based food materials. So these are the fruits, vegetables, herbs, spices, seaweeds, mushrooms, and grains into textures and tastes that can fool our taste buds and brains into interpreting them as actual animal meat. Wow! I'm sure you've heard and even sampled the plant-based offerings of some famous fast food chains here, like Burger King's plant-based Whopper, or the Good Burger from Shakey's, or maybe you've gone out on a limb and tried eating at a vegan or vegetarian restaurant. Or maybe you've tried well-known meat replacement substitutes like Beyond Meat and Impossible Burger. All the plant-based dishes that come out are all thanks to the wonders of food technology. And it's true, technology has come to a point that we don't need animals anymore to satisfy our cravings. How about that? Think of it this way. Before, we needed carabaos and cows to help us till the land. But thanks to technology, the motorized tiller was invented. Now we don't have to rely on these beasts of burden because there's the ever-reliable motor tiller to spring into action whenever we want it. It's the same way with food. Your burger doesn't have to literally cost an arm and a leg of whatever unfortunate being that was inhumanely slaughtered. That meat may now actually be made of wheat or soy or seaweed or even mushrooms. So this afternoon is all about giving you all a glimpse of the infinite possibilities of plant-based foods. What we're about to show you may just be step one of a completely new way of thinking in your culinary lives. Remember what I said earlier, this is just a seed we're planting. And you, being students and viewers that open to so many possibilities, are the fertile grounds. So I hope this really grows on you. So let's get this ball rolling by first showing you how an entirely plant-based meal provides complete nutrition in and of itself. So no, you don't need animal meat just so you can get your precious protein. And here's the person truly qualified to tell you why. Our first speaker will talk about the topic, the epigenetics influencers and plant foods. Oh yeah, that's a mouthful. I know, but this nutrition expert knows her food down to the molecular level, and she's ready to serve such knowledge to you in bite-sized, easy-to-swallow morsels. But more than being a nutritionist, she has helped thousands prevent and actually reverse their lifestyle diseases. She has pioneered the lifestyle and medicine program in the Philippines and designs wellness programs for companies and communities. She has been recently named the Outstanding Nutritionist and Dietitian for 2021 by the Nutritionist Dietitians Associations of the Philippines. It's my honor to present to you Dr. Blesenda Blessy Varona.
Thank you very much, Aris, and blessed day to Enduran Professor Suzette Montinola and students. My topic today is epigenetics, key influencers, and plant-based nutrition or diet. But before we start, let's try to see the body. The body is so amazing. The body has around 50 trillion cells or more. And I want you to imagine the trillion, okay? I am showing you $100 bills, and this is 10,000 US dollars. This is 1 million US dollars, and this is 1 billion US dollars. And a trillion is the next slide. Look at the man in red. And can you see? This is the guy in red. This is just 1 trillion US dollars. And you can imagine that the body has 50 trillion cells or more. And what's really amazing is when you look at the cell, here comes a single cell. Inside the cell are the DNA. So when you stretch a DNA, it is 6 feet linear tall as a tall guy. And the question is, how come, how did it fit inside the cell? And the answer is the size of the DNA is 400,000 times smaller than the cell. And according to science, there are around 30 million of this DNA inside that cell. The question is, how will it fit? And the answer is because it is like a spool. So it is like a spool, and then a lot of them inside the cell. And can you see here the epigenetic markers represented by the red and the black button? Now, the study of epigenetics actually started with mice, and they discovered that the mice have agouti gene. Giving a wrong diet, can you see the agouti gene not methylated, and here comes the mouse with yellow fur and develops obesity and diabetes during adulthood. But with a good diet, can you see the genes are methylated and and here comes healthy mouse with brown fur. The next exciting experiment they did was actually gathering the sick mouse or the sick mice. And here comes the mouse, the sick, fat, yellow mouse, given the right diet, a healthy diet, during pregnancy and lactation, and you see offspring mostly brown and healthy, and agouti gene methylated and silenced. And giving a wrong diet, unhealthy diet, and here comes the offspring mostly yellow, unhealthy, and agouti gene unmethylated and inactive. So they became so excited. The genes actually is just like a switch. And here comes, you can see that there are lots of commands in the genes. So here, when you want to hide the genes that are sick and expose the genes that are healthy, we can be successful in healing or prevention of diseases. So again, we can turn off the genes that are bad and turn on the genes that are good. Similar with the switch of light, we can turn on the genes that are good and turn off the genes that are bad. What's really nice is because the science has already advanced, and here they discovered the epigenetics key influencers, and these are summarized with positive influencers such as polyphenols, B vitamins, exercise, stress reduction, maternal and paternal diet, and the negative influencers are sugar, alcohol, saturated fats, and processed foods. By the way, this study is a meta-analysis. When we say meta-analysis, it's hundreds and thousands of people are involved in the study. Now, the question is the choice of people. Now, we can categorize people's choice into several categories. Like, some people are omnivore. They eat anything like meat, fish, fowl, maybe along with plant foods. There's another classification, and they consider themselves complete vegetarian or vegan vegetarian. They only subsist on plant foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains. And there's in between. They call themselves lacto-ovo vegetarian, and milk is lacto, ovo is egg. So they include milk and eggs in their plant diet. And there's another classification, pesco-vegetarian. So they include fish in their plant diet. And another classification is rare meat eater. They include meat once in a while, not more than 1 to 2 servings per week of a small, maybe chicken. And they consider themselves semi-vegetarian. Now, since men can subsist on any of this diet, why do we really need to focus and search on the best diet? Because we believe that the body has the ability to heal itself with the best diet. Anatomically speaking, let's try to see the animals, okay? Anatomically speaking, carnivores are different from herbivores. Consider, for example, their teeth and digestive system. The teeth of the carnivores, they have sharp cutting molars for tearing and shearing flesh. While the teeth of the herbivores, they have rounded corners and smooth grinding surfaces for chewing. Actually, their molars act like grindstone. And another one, carnivores have single stomach and very short intestinal tract, while the herbivores, they have several stomach and very long intestinal tract. Man, on the other hand, is different. His molars have rounded corners and smooth grinding surfaces. Then two, his intestinal tract is longer than that of the carnivore, but not near as long as the herbivores. In fact, according to some scientists, if we compare our body, the human's intestinal tract, to an animal, it is very much similar to those animals who are eating fruits. But again, I cannot 100% say we are like herbivores because I believe we are special. We are created in a very special way that it's not just the digestive system, it's not just the satisfaction for food, but also we want to go higher level. We have the brain to think intelligently for the best food for us. Now let's try to see the nutrients, and we'll see whether plant foods or animal products can give a sufficient amount of nutrients like vitamins and minerals, carbohydrates, and then fats and oils and proteins. Let's start with vitamins and minerals. It was part of history. Hundreds of sailors died of scurvy because the food that was served to the sailors was just composed of dried sea biscuits, dried pork and beef washed down with plenty of grog and beer, while the lack of fruits and vegetables caused passengers and crew alike to suffer and die from scurvy. And it was Dr. James Lind who discovered that by just adding fruits, a lemon or an orange a day, this is the solution to prevent scurvy. And finally, they discovered that it was vitamin C in this orange and lemon that had cured the scurvy. A similar scenario was repeated by the use of whole grains to treat beriberi and dark green leafy vegetables to treat night blindness. No wonder that fruits and vegetables had been called the protective foods because this will protect us from diseases. And so, this vegetables, so amazing that it has the power for healing. Now, they discovered also the phytochemicals. Phytochemicals are plant chemicals. Phyto is plant, chemicals in plants. And these health-enhancing chemicals are so powerful when it comes to, preserving the DNA, providing the healing commands to our DNA. Now, next is carbohydrates. We'll see whether plant foods or animal products will give us the right carbohydrates. But the good news is, we can get good amount of carbohydrates from plant foods, and that could be sugar, starches, and fiber. And this is our fuel food. And what's really amazing is our plant foods have fiber, and this fiber, sometimes we call this for the forgotten nutrient. The forgotten nutrient that can decrease heart disease, colon cancer, rectal cancer, diabetes, obesity, and constipation. Meat, poultry, fish, eggs, milk, and cheese contain no dietary fiber. So again, when we say fiber, we need to rely on plant foods. When it comes to carbohydrates, we need to rely on plant foods. Next is fats and oils. Where can we get good amount of fats and oils? Can we get it really from plants or from animal sources? You know what? Animal fats, the amount of fat is excessive, and the type of fat is the bad type, which is saturated, and it really carries cholesterol. While plant fats, the amount of fat is just in moderation, and the type of fat is the good type, which is unsaturated, and it really carries the advantage of having plant sterol. From what we have discussed so far, we can conclude that plant foods are the protective foods. And we can safely conclude that plant foods, especially if it is natural and whole, this will give you sufficient amount of vitamins and minerals, actually in great abundance. It will give you good amount of fiber, and when it comes to fats and oils, the type of fat is unsaturated, which is good, and it has no cholesterol. And the next question maybe is, how about protein? The nutrient that seems to wear of super importance in our society. For many years, it has been believed that animal protein is the primary source of all essential amino acid, superior in quality and abundant in quantity, while plant protein is lacking in essential amino acid, poor in quality, and too low in quantity. Are these assumptions right? Modern scientific research suggests otherwise, but let's take a look at what proteins are. Proteins form the structure and functional unit of every cell in every plant and animal. They are made by some 22 amino acids, in the same way that words are made by the few letters of the alphabet. So when you combine the letters of the alphabet, it will create vast number of words. Same is true with amino acid. When you combine different amino acids, it will create vast number of proteins. Now, the next question is, where do this amino acid come from? All amino acid comes from the action of the sun rays on the leaf. Basic science. And if you will be looking at the kernel of the corn, the protein of the kernel of the corn is different from the corn silk and is different from the corn leaf. These differences continue from fruit to fruit, vegetable to vegetable, and from grain to grain. Now, what happens when you eat this plant protein? When you eat the plant protein is disassembled by your digestive system and then reassembled again to form specific protein needed by men. Now, how about for animals? Now, if this cow eats grass, so the protein comes from the grass, and the same process takes place. The protein is disassembled by the digestive system of the cow and then reassembled again to form specific protein needed by the cow. Now, how about if man eats beef? Okay, so the same process takes place. The protein is disassembled by the digestive system and then reassembled again to form specific protein needed by man. Here comes the statement that will assure us neither man nor animal can synthesize the essential amino acid but must obtain them from the plant kingdom. Plant protein is not lacking in essential amino acid, rather, plant protein is the primary source of all essential amino acid, and we have seen that from the previous slide. Now, how about the quality of protein? Is animal protein really superior to plant protein? The quality of protein is measured by the biological protein value, and the biological protein value is measured when the protein is digested, absorbed, and utilized by the body. Now, in the laboratory, the highest biological protein value is egg. It has 94, but for purposes of comparison, it has been given 100. So all proteins are being compared with chicken's egg. Now here comes the whole food. Now when you eat whole food, you can see the biological protein value is higher. Look at the whole, unpolished rice. Look at corn, whole kernel corn, and they are very good biological protein value compared to refined. Okay, look at the biological protein value of rice and wheat and soy, leafy vegetables, and compare it with fish, beef, and pork. They're just too close to each other, being surpassed only by milk and eggs. So again, when it comes to quality, the quality of protein, we can say that the plant protein is the primary source of all essential amino acid, equal in quality to animal protein, and has 2 to 3 times required by men. And when you look at epigenetics key influencers, you can really get good amount of polyphenols from plant foods, and you can get good amount of antioxidants and phytochemicals and good amount of nutrients from plant foods. And looking at again negative influencers, the sugar, alcohol, saturated fats, and processed foods can give us higher risk to a lot of diseases. And a lot of animal products are really loaded with saturated fats. So in conclusion, when you go for whole food, plant foods predominantly, this can reduce your risk from diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, cancer, and more diseases. And it has a bonus of protection. Now, eating plant foods can increase our immune system and can decrease our inflammation. And I believe that when you eat plant foods, the plant foods will really give you good amount of protection, and this protection can actually is the best protection that we can do, especially right now during pandemic. We want protection from these viruses, and I believe that the body can protect itself. So, and not only that, based on the study, if you have good amount of plant foods, you can also have longevity. And it's so easy. Just go for around 80 to 90% of your meal must come from plant foods, and that can already help you. So thank you for listening, and good day.
Wow! That was a mind-blowing presentation, Doc Blessy. Certainly our eyes opened. No, certainly our eyes opened with that presentation. Thank you so much. And now, let's move on. So, let's move on to the meat of the matter, okay? So before that, I'd like to share a short background on Chef B. Chef B, or Lilibeth Camposano, is the hardworking CEO of Sexy Kitchen by B. She's also the program director of the Academy for International Culinary Arts, or ICA. She's a graduate of the Culinary Arts and Technology Management Program of the Center for Culinary Arts Manila, and was a Dean's Lister in the Professional Pastry Arts Program of the International Culinary Center in New York in the United States, where she was also a scholar in the center's Culinary Entrepreneurship Program. Chef B has become a leading advocate for sustainability and plant-based cuisine, and has continuously participated in the Global Plant Forward Culinary Summit of the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park and Napa Valley. So right now, Chef B is just about ready to share with you her skills behind the kitchen counter using the vegan variant fishless fingers from corn. So, just to give you all an idea of what corn is 100% Filipino-owned meat replacement brand which has its manufacturing base in the United Kingdom. In fact, corn is the leading meat replacement brand in the country. The main ingredient in all of corn's products is called mycelium. And if you've been attentive in your biology and botany classes, mushrooms are part of mycelium, which is technically the vegetative part of a fungus. So you can say that corn puts the fun in fungus. And Chef B over here, will really turn the heat up on all this fun cooking. So without much further ado, I'll turn you over now to Chef B as she demonstrates the many ways you can turn corn's fishless fingers into, well, finger-licking great meals. So take it away, Chef B.
Hello everybody! Hello, hello. Thank you very much, Aris, for a very, very humble introduction. Right? Okay, welcome everyone. I know it's a rainy day, but welcome to my plant-forward, plant-based kitchen. So today, as we chefs and consumers are expanding our aspirations for health, sustainability, and food system innovation, together with a wider appetite for culinary discovery, a new vision of Filipino-Asian, American plant-forward kitchen is capturing our attention. Rely on both global flavors, seasonal, regional, and even hyper-local ingredients. Chefs and home cooks alike are embracing plant-forward ideas in the kitchen that reflect human planetary health imperatives and simultaneously embrace new pathways towards deliciousness. So let us explore then the substantive ways that plant-forward, say olive oil, vegetables, herbs and spices kitchen, rooted in the Mediterranean but now being reimagined as in Filipino and beyond flavors, can leverage flavor and expand our repertoire of culinary techniques as we craft the future of food, as in food for life, right? Okay, so, yan. So now, basically, I'm gonna prepare the wholeness of my preparation now is based on the Mediterranean flavors, right? So, you know, when you're getting into a vegan and plant-forward path, you know, we have to be more creative, be more appreciative with the different flavors, right? So, I'm a big fan of Mediterranean flavors, of course. So now, let's see what can like in a Filipino settings, right? So, okay, let's start. First, I'm gonna cook a Mediterranean rice. All right. Okay. So see, I have my two butanes here. I always have this in my car, you know, wherever I go, so that if in case I need to cook my own, right, I can make my own clean food. And of course, not for myself, but for my friends, this and that. So it's so easy to prepare and easy to buy outside, right? So I just need this and this. Meron na akong, basically, I'll have my roving kitchen. So yeah, and the most important and the most enjoyable in being plant-based lifestyle, it's so easy to prepare, you know. Everything, all of the cuisine, you can prepare out of the, you know, different meat alternatives. Mushrooms, we have corn, we have Beyond Meat, we have tofu. So we have so many options. Okay, now I'm preheating my pan. Okay. So medyo magtataglish tayo. Right? Okay, so the ingredients for for my Mediterranean rice are, I have of course, olive oil. I have the cinnamon bark. So these are basically the profile flavor for Mediterranean, right? So, yeah. And then in the recipe, the recipe calls for saffron. But since we're saying that we have to embrace the hyper local ingredients, so we can replace it by our own kasuba, in replacement for the saffron. Okay, and then I have my pepper, I have my turmeric, I have my cardamom, and then my dried bay leaf. Okay, and then I have my thyme, my sea salt, and then what else? Oh, of course, my greens. I have my parsley and my coriander to complete the flavor for Mediterranean flavor profile. Okay, now the pan is heating up. So add in the oil. It's about 2 tablespoons, 20 to 30 ml of olive oil. And then, yeah, so we'll start with refreshing the dried herbs. No? So I'll put the cinnamon bark and the fennel. Okay, I'll just adjust the heat for the fennel not to burn. Yan. And then, just to refresh lang. No? So the oil in the dried herbs will come out. So basically, for the culinary audience, the method that we're gonna do is a pilaf method, no? So we'll saute or sweat the rice. We crack it. In the culinary terms, we crack it, no? Para so it's we have to pre-cook the carbohydrates inside. So we'll have a very good texture. Okay, and then we add this. It's turmeric. This is so good. Yeah. And of course the kasuba. This is very easy to prepare. And then, okay. Just stir. I'm stirring it because I don't want to make it or get it burnt, no? We're just cracking the rice. Or in the meantime, I need the water to boil. So you have an option. You can use boiling water, boiling vegetable stock, or boiling mushroom stock, and or my very favorite is steep a tea, no? That's what I add in my my rice when I do my pilaf. But up to you. You can play around with your own flavor for the stock. Okay, and then what else? And then a little bit of pepper, and then I'm gonna add in this. This is like around 10 grams of salt, sea salt, iodized salt, whichever you prefer. Yan. See it? Okay, and then, so I'm using a Thai rice. It's a Thai jasmine rice. It's it's a sticky rice. It's a sticky jasmine rice. So I put like 1.5 is to 1 cup of rice. Okay. Here. So dahil nasukat ko na to, I'm gonna add in okay. So this, and then I'm gonna add it in. Okay, dahan-dahan, slowly. It's gonna boil your rice right away. So by this, mas madali siya maluto. Ayan na siya. Okay. Let it boil. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And then, I'll just cover this. Okay, this will take around 20 minutes to cook. Ganyan. Yan. Okay. I'll open this up at around, say, mga 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna add in the herbs, and then of course, since this is a Mediterranean setting of flavor, no, I'm gonna add in the corn. Corn is the fish finger. So basically, for the Mediterranean, we need to, of course, a taste of sea. So yeah. That's gonna add in there with the vegetables, and then we settle that in until the rice gets cooked. So our next is our plant-based kofta. Okay. Okay. So we'll just turn the fires very, very low. Okay. So yeah. So this plant-based or vegan kofta version is packed with nutrients, no? It's super, super packed with nutrients. Just like Doctora said, no? Lahat ng nutrients it's in the vegetables. Everything, protein, all traces of protein and vitamins and minerals. Okay, so in kofta kebab in plant-based form, so we have chopped mushrooms, and then we have, of course, to pack it up with packed with protein. We add in the green peas and the red bean. It's all mashed. Okay, and then there's a tablespoon of miso, of course, to add in flavor, and then add for the additional nutrients, of course, for your probiotic. Yan. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in the onion and then garlic. This is so easy to prepare. Like, prepare everything and then, Okay, and then what else? Okay. I have my oregano, the spice na to. Spice and herbs. I have the cumin, the turmeric, of course, and then coriander powder, and we have the rice vinegar for sourness, and then salt. Okay. And this, that's an extra cumin and coriander. Thank you. And then I'll add in the oil. And okay, so if you don't feel like putting or adding some beyond meat or ground beef, that's an option. But now, since we're packing the recipe packed with protein, so I'm gonna add in of course, our very own very own din, no? Hindi naman akin to. Beyond, so what I use is the Beyond sausage. So, yan. Beyond sausage, and then, okay. Rule of thumb, kakamayin ko na. And then, of course, for your binder, we use APF flour. So this is an option. You can use cornstarch, buckwheat flour. You know, if you are gluten-free, on a gluten-free diet. So this is like around, what is this ba? The APF flour is like around 140 grams. Yeah. Or you can do less or what, ganyan. Just to bind lang naman. Okay, and then what else? I have a little bit of pepper. Okay. Okay, this is usually done with the use of blender. But the thing is, you know, hindi naman lahat. It's not the food processor. It's not really available in all homes, right? So just use your hand. Since when you're making a patty, you really have to knead it. Yan. And for the Chinese cooking, you have to slam this, no? Para to create a texture. All right. Okay. And then, okay. So almost done. I'm gonna add in a little bit of this. So if you are okay with coriander, then you can add, you know, yung mga carrots, this and that. If you want to heighten up more of the nutrients in your patty, then you can do that. Ayan. So we'll just rest this. So, yan. Okay, for home cooking, you can already divide this into whatever, how much the weight of the patty you like, no? So you can just eyeball it. Eyeballin na lang. And then ganyan. No. If you want a bigger burger, like pack burger, you can do it like that. No? So now, I'm using this for my kofta. So I have an option to make it a kofta, or I also have an option to make it like a barbecue patty, no? So you can play around. No rule, as long as you enjoy. You know, you create your flavor based on the flavor profile that you have created. Kung masarap, malinamnam, that's the rule naman eh. If you find your food malinamnam, you know, that's the umami. Ang importante yung you like it, you love the flavor that you've created. No? Yeah. So this can be pre-pan fried, grilled, and then just put it in the freezer, tapos ready to eat na at any time for your family. Or just divide this na ganito, and then again, put it in the freezer. Ganun lang. Okay. So yeah. I need to wash my hand. Right. Okay. Okay. If you'll excuse me, I'll just wash my hand fastly. Ayun. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna heat this up. Start cooking it para sabay na sila maluto. I'll try to open this up. Check, check. Okay, so see, this is she. So, yeah. Stir para huminga. So the rice will just steam out and we'll have an even cooking, no? The doneness for the rice. And then this is the perfect time you add in your herbs. Yan. Okay, and of course, perfect timing for our corn to be added in. So you don't need to, this is just a thaw-out corn. Since, you know, Mediterranean, of course, we're in the, napapaligiran ng sea. Yan. We need the sea flavor for our dish. Yan. Okay. Titira pa ako. Baka maubos na sa ano. Yan. Tapos ililibing lang. So the flavor of corn and then the flavor of all the green, the spices, the herbs will intermarriage together. Naks. May ganun pa yun. Okay. Okay, and then we'll just bring this back. Actually, it's siguro 5 minutes. Our herb rice or Mediterranean rice is done. Yan. Okay. Okay. Okay, now it's time for our kofta. Okay. Open and barbecue stick. Okay, so basically, of course, kofta, you want it like, especially when you're preparing a plant-based food or vegan food, very important that you have to consider where you get your flavor, right? So basic or rule of thumb, we get the best flavor when we char or we grill it, But just for the sake or option, if you don't have a griller at home, but you have the pan to just sear it, as long as you get the right browning and to get the flavor, the best flavor of whatever food you have prepped. Okay, so now, since it's kofta, thank you. So, okay, so when you are cooking your kofta over the grill, you have to soak the bamboo stick in the water, para hindi masunog. But now, just for the sake lang, para kofta talaga, di ba? I think everything is possible in plant-based cooking and vegan cuisine, or plant-based cuisine. Nothing is impossible. Whatever you can prepare with a meat-based, you can also prepare it with all plant-based food, Legumes, of course, where you get all your proteins. Legumes, beans, mushrooms, right? Yan. Ganyan. At saka, it's very, very fun, right? Because you're able to create talaga. You hone your skills, diba? No rule. Ang rule lang, the only rule is of course no meat, right? Yeah, just like that. And then of course, what's good with this is it's less fat. But if you're okay with more fat from the polyunsaturated or monounsaturated fats, that's where you only get your fats, okay? No other saturated fats. So as much as possible, lessen the intake of coconut oil, no? Masyadong mataas ang saturated fats. But anyway, I think Doctora have discussed it, okay? Basta, my mission, just want to, share you my mission. My mission is just to make the plant-based food enjoyable for you. Diba? Uumpisahan ko, then, pwede nyo na rin ako sabayan. Make all meat-based recipes enjoyable. Okay? Ayun na. So, here. O, diba? So, by the way, ito pala yung ano ko. This is my samgyup pan. I just wanna tell people, you can cook at home or anywhere. No excuses that you don't like plant-based food or it's so hard to prepare. It's so easy, super, super easy. Okay. Okay, while doing this, ayan, may na-prepare. They have prepared already a grilled, for the partner of kofta and the Mediterranean rice, they have the grilled white onion and then tomatoes. Or tomatoes? Or, papakita ko na din. Can you guys give me onion? I'll show you na rin. No? Just that. Diba? That. Ganyan. And what's so good and so fun with plant-based cuisine, plant-based cooking, it's so fast. Okay, we're done. Okay, first plating. Okay. Or you want pan-fried onion, pwede rin. You want grilled onion, pwede rin. So it's up to you. There. Here. Yan. Can you smell it there? Amoy? O yan, di ba? So, kunyari mag-i-Instagram kayo, ayan, Instagrammable, dilagyan pa ng kung ano-ano pa dyan, tapos, di ba? Tapos maganda pa yung kinakalabasan ng kinakain nyo, it's super, super healthy, packed with all nutrients. Grabe, wala nang dyan. Basta ako, yan ang paglalaban ko. Hindi ang pag-ibig ang ipaglalaban. Ang pagiging plant-based because this is a food for life. Oh my God! Diba? It's so fun. Since this is life. Okay. Okay, then again, you can do it over grill. Ay, ang ganda. Yan. And that. Okay, now my rice. Okay, plating na. Okay, from here. Here. Put it here. Excuse lang. Okay. Now, this. You can fish this out Pero no need na. Para they see you have used, see, you have the corn fish there. Yan. Okay. Yan siya. Di ba when they serve, yung serving size na the Mediterranean is really full packed sa full on your plate. So, I'm gonna do it. Okay, you can fish out this. Baka may matinik. Malaking tinik yan. And then this. See? What else? How to act? Okay, now. Saan ba ito? Yeah. Of course, you have to play around with the flavors. This. So, I'll get this. O, diba, kinamay ko. Talaga naman kinakamay ang pagkain sa restaurant. Basta malinis yung kamay. So, either you this, kasi may design siya, o. Huwag niyo tatanggalin yun, ha. Here. Sobrang ganda niyan. And this. Woo. So, who says boring ang plant-based? Of course, no. No, 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 no. That's a no-no. Di ba puro na no? Teka lang. And then I have my chopped coriander, parsley. Di ba? Lahat na ng greens ilagay. Yan. Okay. Okay. So this is your first dinner. And then, okay, so up to you if you want this to be served with garlic mayo, ganyan, o, diba? So, bahala na kayo mag-rumble. And of course, I want to thank IB of Greenery Kitchen. Dahil nag-harvest kami, usapan namin, mag-harvest kami ng blue leaf. Ayan na na-harvest because of the bagyo. Yeah. Lungkot si, IB. Okay, IB. Dapat maraming flowers. Ito usapan namin, marami kaming flowers. Okay. Okay. Nagtago si corn. Ayan, ayan. Para makita yung mga, Okay. Yan. So you have beyond, you have corn, you have mushrooms, you have beans, you have everything there. Ewan ko na lang kung hindi pa kayo lumakas nito. Okay? So next. Next is our hummus, of course. Partner niyan. Okay. Super easy lang to. The hummus, of course, chickpeas. Okay, yung hummus natin ngayon is another version, I'm adding in another flavor. This is a roasted bell pepper. Just put it there. Kasama na yung skin. Sabi ko, pinapasama ko na yung buto para mapack na rin lahat, makuha lahat ng nutrients. And then of course your oil. Okay. So all the recipe will be posted in my Facebook and Instagram, and of course the To Tessa Drive Facebook account. You can ask. Okay, and then of course, if you have no tahini, okay na to na yung sesame seeds. Kasi the recipe will always call for tahini, sesame paste. Kung wala, it's okay. So I want it maanghang. It's okay. I'm gonna put like 3 red chilies and my salt and pepper and then cumin. And then lemon. Okay. So for the lemon, we don't throw out the skin, no? We add it in, we put it in our salt para may flavor yung salt namin. So yung pizza namin, pinipinish namin ng salted and chili salt. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, then halo na. For the hummus, you have the, oh, ito pa, sorry. Kalimutan ko. Garlic. Okay lang, kung nahuli, huwag mataranta. Baka ayaw nyo, you want a garlicky ba? Version ko yan eh, I want more garlic. Yan. Okay, my next is the pizza. Pizza? Yum. Okay, I'll show you the secret. Ito na sikreto. Sarap ka na ba, no? Paprika. Paprika. Okay, your hummus. Your hummus can be a dip for your pizza, diba? Or stand alone, pwede siyang ulam. Okay. Yeah. I just want my hummus not so pureed. Okay. Okay. Pwede na siya dyan. Pwede na yung dapat may marang roses pa to eh. So, yan. Okay, finish. And so, for the pizza. Oh, diba? Inakailan na tayo? 4 hours. Ang dami ko na ang konti pa na nagawa kong. Okay, so yeah, so the Sexy Kitchen by B also caters or offer pizza, no? So it's all hand pulled. Yan. Diba? So since we say that the food should be in a very minimal process, so we process it in a very natural way. Yan. Okay. And then we'll give out also the recipe of this pizza, exacto. Okay. And don't worry, if your pizza is not perfectly circle or round, okay? Ang pinaka-importante, what's in your, okay. I'm just saying, no, it's not hard to prepare food, different Italian or Greek style pizza. Okay. So either you put hummus as a base, no, or tomato sauce. Okay, here. Okay, so ito na. Let's go play around. Talaga mukha na ako nagtatrabaho sa kusina nito. Conscious na ako. Conscious ako, sorry. Tsaka dapat tumingin ako sa camera. Okay. Ito na. The diet cheddar. Mozzarella. And then the cheddar. So, diet, cheese, okay lang, optional. Kung wala, it's okay. Right? Masyado na lang tayo maswerte ngayon that these all products are available now. And then, Daya, and of course, my ever-favorite cheese in a nutshell. This is so good. Ito yung nasa pizza ko. Gusto nyo ma-cheese. Woo! Saan na si, ano? Where's my corn? Okay, and then we're gonna put different, ayan, natunaw na. Natunaw na si sausage. Different toppings. So this is beyond sausage na nalusaw. Okay, then we have the spicy here. Okay, and then I will have, ito yung chopping board. And I will have my, diba? Ay, isa pang corn. Kasi baka mag-away-away sila dito. And then we're gonna cover that up with cheese. Okay. Okay, that's it. Happy tummy. Okay, and then, okay. Since my oven is there, my chefs will, okay, green rice na, kofta. Okay. Okay, so rule of thumb in the kitchen, clean as you go. Okay, last but not the least, my green rice. Pwede na ito tanggalin. The green rice. Okay. So, the usual question is, where will I get my protein if I am a plant-based, if I switch to a plant-based diet or lifestyle, right? So, I'm sure, si Doktora, minention na nila, everything is present, all the protein, vitamins, all the vitamins B6, B3, B2, right? B12 lang ang absent sa lahat ng B. Okay? At saka ako present ako. Okay. O, diba? Very useful to sa akin eh. So, So we're making green rice. So kung Chinese, it's emerald rice. Sa Mediterranean, green rice. Green rice. Ganyan. So, yeah, ano to? Another version of fried rice. Yan. Ito yung chopping board. Yeah. So my green rice consists of, I usually put 7 kinds of leaves, no? I have Taiwan pechay, bok choy, mustasa, kangkong, and then spinach, no? What else? Bok choy, anything green, kale. You know, if you can afford kale, then put kale. Yan. Yan ang aking mga power greens. If I say power greens, talagang it's so packed with all the nutrients. Stand alone to, stand alone. Hindi na kayo kailangan mag-worry about your protein. Okay? Your olive oil. Okay. Yan. Isa pang ano. At saka garlic. So, double, ano to? Sabay. I'm gonna cook also the partner of this. Partner ni, ni green rice. Ni emerald rice. Or green rice. Yan. Malaki. Ay, malaki. Yan. Ito sobra kong favorite to. If I always do my fried rice, no? So yung iba binabalatan, they would peel off the saan yung garlic? Okay. I'll just show this. How I cook my garlic. I'll just break it in the middle. Yan. Okay. Kasama siya. Gan. Ganyan. And then, I'm gonna put I'll just have it brown. Okay, so by the way, my emerald rice has green peas. Of course, aside from the 7 grains, I have my garlic, of course, the jasmine rice. Yan. So ako, I'm not gonna peel this off. I just want this brown because I want this, if I eat this, I'll just take it out from the shell. Sobrang tamis, sobrang sarap ng garlic. And hindi pa siya na-oxidize, no? Yan. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this. That's time. Yan. Pepper. And then salt. And then of course, this is also good with the people na low carbs or medyo nagda-diet or still can't resist, having rice on their diet. No, you can still enjoy the rice in your diet, especially when you're on a plant-based lifestyle, no? It's just a matter of paano nyo siya kokontiin kumain, but mabubusog kayo and satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna add my greens now. There. Diba? Oh, chickpeas. My garlic. Yan. See? In short, sinangag na gulay. Yan. Okay, hanggang mag-wilt. Rice. So, yung mga 2 cups of rice will do. Yan, siguro naman nakikita ko na to kung wala akong glasses. Yan. Then green peas. Ooh. Okay, and then I'm gonna cook the partner of this, which are the sausage, beyond sausage, tofu tandoori, and then the corn tandoori. Here. Yan, asya. Okay. A little of this. So you can have this grilled. Wala lang akong grill dito sa harap. Yan. And then the corn. Yung corn is marinated in tandoori sauce or tandoori marinade. Yan. Okay. Kaya akong tongs. At 3. So, sabay na sila. So, see? Careful. Pwede na siya dalawa dyan. Sabay. So see, you have different flavors over your rice. You have the fish flavor, you have tofu, you have your beyond sausage. So hindi kayo boring sa mga flavors. Yum. Di ba may fish tandoori? Oh, ayan. Okay. 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 Yan, we're almost done. Okay. Yes. Plate, please. Pwede pang ganito. Yun. Actually, I can cut this. Iniba niya yun. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, okay na yung pizza? Okay na? Everything okay? Ready to plate? Okay. So, I'll just share this based on a shareable plating. Again, parang ganyan sa tandoori. So, everyone can share. You know, we'll just put this in the middle and then lahat, everyone will just dig in. Okay. Okay. Got nice green rice. Diba? Ayan. Pinaka siya dito. And then next, tapos na ang pizza. For me, it's better to have those meat grilled, no, para, you know, the smoke flavor. I prefer it grilled. So you have the option. Pwede naman siyang air fry. You know, you can cook those over your air fryer. And then the garlic, I want it grilled also. So up to you. Okay. Let me take this out. Okay na yung pizza? Try pa nga akong chopping board. Yeah. Okay, last but not the least, the pizza. This is okay na. Okay, the reason why I plated this way is because, you know, it's shareable. Plant-based food should be shareable with your family, diba? Okay. Yeah. And this is good. I'll just get my chopping board. Dito pala yung chopping board ko. Okay. Okay. So however you want to cut this here. So at least you have like the eggish, you know. Yan. Tapos ito na. Yan. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Pizza. Okay. Okay. Always with lemon, of course. You need yan. Okay. And hindi ko na masyadong, yan yung green, sobrang green na. Okay, and then, you have, pakilinas. Punasan lang. Then finally, you have your Natatanggalin to. Kailangan ko pang chop. Magic. Okay, this is your pizza. There. The final. Okay, parang gutom na si Aris. Hindi ko na naririnig si Aris. Yan, mahati ko yung ano ko. Yan. Okay. Okay, and then, pahing blowtorch, please. So, you can flavor this with over greens again. Walang... Gusto mo lang, yan. Sunugin yung pizza, yung brown, your cheese, no? See here? So you can make your plant-based pizza enjoyable. Just play with the fire. Pizza lang, Pizza lang. Okay, so, brush ng pizza. Ayan na. See? And then finish with yan. Ako kasi hindi ako kakain ng walang greens ang pizza. Diba? You want a little crunch. And gusto mo medyo konting arte. Yan. You're gonna have like a curly there. Ganyan. And then ganyan. Oops! Ay. Yan. Ganun. And then maybe hot pepper or whatever. Okay, so yeah, so this is it. Your plant-based in a Mediterranean way of food. So thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to for giving a chance, for having me on here, and thank you Test Drive. Thank you Corn, of course. No, thank you for your support in the protection of our health. No, especially health of humanity, animals, and of course our environment. No, thank you for being an advocate. Okay, so we are all together for my fellow chefs, for my fellow home cooks. You know, we all have the power in our hands. We all have the power in our kitchens. You know, to help heal. You know, the people who are sick, the people who want to be healthy. You know, we can help people who want to reverse their illnesses. We help. You know, we all have these powers to heal everyone, especially to heal our planet. Okay, so let's enjoy cooking, make the plant-based cooking and vegan food enjoyable to everyone. So, join my quest, okay? Arriba, plant-based. Thank you very much. You're always all welcome. Just visit my Facebook page, my Instagram, The Sexy Kitchen by B. We can share all the recipes. No, if you have many questions or any questions secretly or loudly or in public, you can get in touch with us. You can get in touch with my team, right? So thank you for my team, my chefs. You know, we're always 24 hours together. You know, making new recipes more enjoyable and share it with you. And of course, please, ano ba? Okay, please let's love one another, take care of one another, right? We can do this. We can finish our game strong, right? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Amazing! In less than 2 hours, we have these amazing plant-based, 100% meatless dishes from Chef B. And she did it all while talking. So how easy can that be? She was focused both on the cooking and on informing us guys on how to do this. And now it's your turn to do it too. So there you have it, folks. We hope that what you saw and heard during this afternoon session certainly got your attention, lit up some light bulbs in there, and made you curious enough to try creating your own versions of plant-based dishes using corn fishless fingers and other meat replacement brands out there in the market today. And if you do intend to try out corn and its other variants, check out the following outlets and stores where they're available. And I believe it's scrolling down now, those outlets. And with that, I would like to conclude our presentation this afternoon by inviting all of you to check out testdrive.com on your browsers and smartphones and see a wide-ranging variety of information and content that would help to make your lifestyle choices more sustainable, more eco-friendly, and more compassionate towards all other sentient beings we share our one fragile planet with. Please also visit, follow, and like our social media pages, Test Drive at Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Test Drive PH, for more videos that entertain, inform, and enlighten. Well, that's it, folks. And in a few minutes, behind the scenes, we will be enjoying this food. And I wish that we could all share it with you, but like what Chef B said, you can, if she can do this, you can do this also. Go plant-based, go delicious, go compassionate, and see you all in the next video session. Thank you.